I wanted to ask you, like, why is it that when you catch a girl like looking at you that you see every day, and then you go and approach her, she just like kind of like tries to avoid you, like walks away from you?
What specifically happened?
Well, short story. I used to see this girl at I used to see this girl at the gym, so I would always catch her like looking at me. So like we talked before, but like when I try to approach her again, like this happened like 30 minutes ago. I approached her again. I talked to her. I told her, "Hey, have we met before?" And she's like, "Yeah, we met before." And then like she was just trying to like walk away from me, like she didn't want to talk to me. And I was just like, "Okay, like you have a good one."
The first time
But
you
but but,
go
but
ahead.
what's weird is that I always catch her like looking at me.
hmm The first time you talked to her, what was the discussion like?
I just told her that I found her very, very pretty, and I really don't remember. All I remember is I told her that she was very pretty. What was her name? I told her what type of were you doing today, like arms or chest. Like I just asked her simple questions.
How did she
But
res-
then
How did she
all of a
respond to that? What
sudden
was the vibe like when she was talking back with you?
she had like this big smile, but like, oh, like right now.
No, no, no. The first time.
The first time she had like this big smile. She told me her name. She gave we I introduced myself. She introduced herself. Right now, like right now today, when I try to talk to her, she just smiled and she just like tried to walk away like really quickly.
Okay. When you first spoke to her, you called her pretty. Why didn't you like try to get her out on a date or get her number or anything?
Well, I was the reason why I didn't want to give out my number because like, what if I ask for a number and she ends up rejecting me? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I'm at to switch gyms because it would be awkward just seeing her.
Yeah, a lot of people talk to me about that. They're afraid of the awkwardness. I don't like why. You know what I mean? Like I get it. It is awkward to your point. Like if you try to approach someone in a closed setting that you have to return to, and they reject you, it will be awkward. But normally, what I tell clients is like, so what? Like it's just awkward. The awkwardness doesn't stay there. The
Yeah,
awkward, what you're calling awkward, is tension. And
yeah,
part of what is going to make you good with the opposite sex is being able to handle tension, because you're going to feel tension on the first date. You're going to feel tension when you go in for that first kiss. You're going to feel tension when you lead her to the bedroom, right? All these things are going to require you to handle tension.
yeah,
So if you are already shying away from tension, that is a signal that you're not going to be able to handle the tension that is definitely coming if you are going to continue the connection. Does that
yeah,
make sense?
yeah. It makes sense.
Okay. So a lot of women don't like the idea of men just talking to them and then not trying to escalate things further. It's like the equivalent of matching on the dating app and the guy's just talking to them for weeks and they're like, when is he going to ask me out? It becomes annoying after a while.
Yeah,
Now, I'm not saying that's 100% this situation is a possibility in this situation, right? Because the the mistake that was made here is there's two ways to approach women, right? There's a direct approach and an indirect approach. Normally, in an environment like the gym, the best strategy is an indirect approach. What do I mean by that? An indirect approach means that you aren't being so overt with your intention.
yeah,
So you're just talking to her like she's just another person there. Maybe you flirt a little bit, but like it's not extremely clear what your intention is. Okay.
yeah,
Now, the miscalibration on your end in this situation was you called her pretty. You calling her pretty was a direct approach. Now
yeah. I was,
your intention is clear because you went up to her and called her pretty. If you're going to do a direct approach, you got to seal the deal.
yeah,
If you did an indirect approach, you could like keep the cadence of like just having the conversation with her when you saw her and build like some sort of a connection over time, right? But you called her pretty. You calling her pretty is a direct approach. So if you're going to go that path, you got to, what is in alignment with calling her pretty is asking her out or getting the number. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, it makes sense. It's just crazy that I don't know. I'm just speechless on what happened.
Well, don't be speechless, brother. Because it also could be she just was having a bad day as well. If you talk to enough women, you'll have the experience of like some will turn you down, and it's not even like you, it's that day and the state that they were in that day.
Yeah.
You know, so don't personalize it. Just don't have any kind of like be detached from the outcome. Don't have any goal. Just talk to them because you enjoy talking with them. You should probably try to talk to her again, right? Like if you find her like staring at you again, but next time, don't try to have a conversation. Just probably like acknowledge her and then keep it moving. And if you see that and if you can pick up on the vibe that she may be a bit more sociable that day or seems to be a bit more upbeat, then go ahead and try to seal the deal. But what actually will solve this problem for you is essentially just talking to more women. Because a lot of times guys are in this situation and it impacts them psychologically to a great degree because they rarely talk to women. So the rare off chance that they do have a conversation, if it goes poorly, it like kind of ruins their day and ruins their orientation to connection, right? Like let's say you talk to 2 women a year and then both of those women blow you out. You're probably going to be like, women suck, right? But if you talk to more, you're going to definitely have positive experiences, which is going to balance out the negative ones.
That's true. Yeah, well, what's crazy is before I went up and talked to her, I saw her say hi to someone else, like she was like in a good mood. But the crazy thing is that when I went up to her, she was like smiling, but like when I was talking to her, trying to like ask her, she just kind of like she pulled away, like she was trying to walk away really quickly. I was like, okay, like I guess.
Yeah, there could be many different issues with there, bro. There could be someone at the gym who she's connected with who she didn't want that person to see you two talking for an extended period of time. Like there's so many different possibilities here. So I wouldn't be too much in your head about it. I think the lesson here is the understanding the difference between direct and indirect approaches and also just talking to more women. Like the gym is a phenomenal place, brother. Like the way that I played the gym when I was in it was I was just one of the social guys at the gym. When you go to a closed environment like that where there's not too many people, women are always clocking you when you enter the room. Okay? So if you are one of the cool guys in the environment who's just spreading positive vibes and they can see you talking to a multitude of different people and those people warmly engaging you, like you come in and you talk to the staff and you know, they're like, yo, Gabe, what's going on? Right? Like that type of vibe.
Yeah.
Women then will clock you as like a guy to potentially know. And they may be more open to your advances because you have higher degree of status in that environment. And when you do that, when you play the long game in that way, you'll have a lot more positive interactions.
True.
So I would shift your strategy here.
I think I'm just gonna leave her alone. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I would. I mean, you don't have to like beeline towards this person. Like again, part of the strategy is just to talk to more, so you can have more positive experiences, right? But everything I just said up to this point is for you to get more clarity on the situation, and more importantly, not to personalize it because it's not personal. Okay, it's confusing for sure.
Yeah,
but it's not. It's not personal.
Yeah, like you said, like not too long ago that she's probably in a bad mood. I think so because I don't know. She was like before I approached her, I saw that she was like on her phone nodding her head. So I don't know. I don't know if she was in a bad mood, but I just
just you don't need to know the exact reason.
Yeah.
Just be like, oh, she wasn't feeling it today for whatever reason, and then just move on. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now.
Okay.
But, yeah.
All right, brother. Well, I wish you the best. Good on you for doing an approach though, man. Keep that up. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
I was just like, man, I'm just gonna go and approach her. But then I did it.
Good. Keep that up.
I was even nervous, like before I even approached her. My chest was pounding like crazy.
Well, that's what you focus on, okay? You don't focus on whether or not you get a positive response. You focus on the fact that in that moment you did what the vast majority of men are afraid of doing, and you displayed an act of courage. So be proud of that. You moved in the direction of fear. When you think of it like that, it changes the story that you tell yourself about the experience. And when you come from that perspective, it doesn't matter if she gives you her number or goes on a date with you. You can be proud of yourself because you acted from a place of alignment. A lot of guys are too afraid to do what you did. Okay?
That's true. One last question before I go. What do you think I should do tomorrow if I see her? Should I just avoid her?
Just no. I wouldn't avoid her at all. I would. The masculine position is to always do what you want to do.
Like just say hi, like wave at her or something.
Exactly. Do what you normally would do.
Yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do.
Exactly. Just do what you normally would do. Just speak to her. If she doesn't want to talk, cool. That's fine. You don't have to have a full conversation with her, but like, yeah, just speak. Just be normal. Be cool.
Okay? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna keep it low profile.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, again, thank you for answering my question.
No problem, brother. Best of luck to you, all right?
I'm sorry?
I said best of luck to you, all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you. You have a good one.
You too. All right. Buddy putting shots up. We love to see it. We love to see it. All right, who we have next? J Mom. What's going on?
Hey, how are you?
Great, how are you?
Good. Can you hear me good?
I can.
Okay. So I got a quick question. I'm at work. Can't stay on long.
Okay.
So I've been dating this guy almost 3 months now.
Uh-huh.
And I guess I'm at that point to see, like, how should I bring up, are we going to be together? Or some of my friends are saying I should go ahead and block him. Some friends are like, give him 6 months. But
go ahead and block him. Wow. Okay. And you said it's been how long? 3 months?
3 months, yes.
Okay.
But we only seen each other. So because I have a young daughter, I can only see him on like every other weekend. So really, and because of our work schedules, we only see each other like maybe 2 to 3 times a month.
Okay.
But we talk every day, FaceTime.
Right.
Text.
Okay.
It's been consistent.
Got you.
And I just made it to his house this past weekend because I hadn't been to his house in like 3 months. Until just recently.
What you do at his house?
First time.
What did y'all do at the house? What did y'all do at the house?
He cooked for me.
Okay.
And we just watched movies, chilled, made drinks, frozen drinks.
Okay. All right. So 3 months, you see each other every other weekend. Are y'all exclusive?
No, we don't have no title on it.
Okay. Not even talked about it?
No. In the beginning, I just brought up to him, I was like, I kept asking, like, are you looking for something serious? I'm dating, potentially. And he kept saying, yes, he is. But that was like in the beginning of the first month. But we haven't brought it up since then. Got you.
How did y'all meet?
Black. BLK dating app.
Why are you on Black, love? Why are you up there? Come on.
Well, he's the first person I met. I signed up 3 months ago, and he's literally the only person that I met up with from that app. I haven't met up with anybody else.
Why are we on Black, love? Come on, we gotta do better. I keep telling y'all, the pool that you date in matters. You meeting someone on Black is almost the equivalent of meeting someone on Tinder.
Really?
Yeah, it's like that. It's really like that. If you're gonna do dating app, the best dating app is Hinge, and even that's trash. So if y'all been dating for 3 months, have y'all slept together?
Have we what?
Slept together.
Yes.
Okay. We went over his house?
Yes, that wasn't the first time though.
Okay, all right.
Maybe we made this 3 times out of 3 months. That was the third time.
All right, getting busy. All right, you trying to have another baby?
No.
Okay. All right. All right. So if he's not like moving things forward, like even if you don't see any kind of progression in the connection, where it's like exclusivity or anything like that, you bringing up the conversation ain't gonna really accomplish much.
So don't even bring it up.
Who
Just
have
block
you
them.
who have you ever heard got married off Black?
You don't think it's possible?
That's not impossible. It's just unlikely. I ain't never heard, yeah, we met on Black and now we have the white picket fence, the happy family. I ain't never heard that story. I ain't never heard that story before. So just off of the app that you told me you met on, gives me insight to more likely what the intention is. So, like I always tell y'all, man, like 3 months in, a guy who really wants you and who has the capacity to be with you is gonna try to move forward some degree of like commitment, whether that's exclusivity or a full fledged relationship. You're 3 months in, so you could have a conversation with them, but I don't think you're going to accomplish much.
So if I have a conversation, well, what if I do and then he said he wants to? So should I be the one since I'm the woman? Should I be, or I should just let it go? Like I guess I'm trying to get like an understanding how I should go about it.
Um, I mean, if you want to cover your bases just to make sure there's no regrets, you can bring it up. I'm just telling you how it's likely going to go out, how to play out. It's likely not going to be like, oh, I've been waiting for you to ask. Yes, be mine. Right? It's not going to be. It's not going to go that way. You're probably going to hear some variation of like, oh, I don't want to move too fast, or I'm really busy right now, or I got a lot going on, or, you know, I'm not really in the space for that. Like some variation of that is probably what you're going to receive if you bring that conversation up. So the lesson here, again, is the pool that you date in matters. So if somebody told me they were on Tinder looking for their husband or wife, I would be like, what are we on Tinder doing that for?
And I just want to say, even though I didn't get married, my first relationship, it lasted a while. I got engaged. I almost got married and I met him on the dating app.
Which app did you meet him on?
So POF, Plenty of Fish. I
Okay.
don't know if they still have that,
But that makes sense though, because Plenty of Fish was kind of like the app for people who are a bit more intentional and serious. The odds still aren't good, but that makes sense to me, right? Like if you told me Tinder, I would be very shocked. So it matters. It really does. So I definitely would I would delete that app if you want something serious moving forward. And really just do away with apps in general would be my advice to you. But, you know, do what you want at the end of the day, right?
All right. Appreciate it. I guess I'm going to have that talk soon.
All right, love. Keep me posted on how it goes, okay?
I will. Thank you.
You take care. All right. Blacked. Is it blacked or blacked? What's the name of the app? When I first got into coaching, I joined every app just to taste it. And I also had a profile on Black. Lot of birds up there. Sesame Street, big birds. It's a lot of, now that's not a reflection of J-Mom, but I will say, how about I went to the kitchen and got some bread and started handing it out? Huh? I gotta feed the pigeons. These pigeons are hungry. We gotta get some old moldy bread and feed them real quick. That's what I saw up there. That's what I saw up there. And I know that the male equivalent is also up there. So the male equivalent of that, I'm sure, is also on that app. So that's not the place that I would go. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. If you must use dating apps, if you have to use dating apps, they're all trash, but if you must use them, Hinge is your best bet. Hinge is your best bet. That's your best bet. Okay. All right, who else do we got? I don't trust anybody in the queue. Okay, people, this is a dating and relationship Q&A. If you have any questions pertaining to dating and relationships, you can hit the button at the bottom of the screen with the blue and pink person. Request up. Chispa. Did you make that app, Jay Severa? I ain't never heard of Chispa. What is what's their calling card? Like, what is their, how are they different from other apps? Inquiring minds would like to know. Again, if you have a question, ever Spanish people? Oh, maybe I should join Chispa. Anyway, if you have a question pertaining to dating and relationships, hit the button at the bottom of the screen with the blue and pink person. I'll bring you up and I will solve your issue. Okay? Christian Mingle might be the worst. That might be the worst. I done heard some stories about Christian Mingle. I done heard some stories about Christian Mingle. He mingling all right. I have so much to ask. What do you have to ask, love? Upward? Is that a dating app? I thought it was just like a Bible app. I've never done the apps. Good. Keep it that way. You're not missing nothing. FarmersOnly.com. I might do that as a joke. Just to see. That can't still be like a real thing though. That's way too niche. Farmers? That's way too niche. At this point, everything is a dating app if you make it. I keep telling, like, when I coach guys exclusively, I was like, bro, damn these dating apps. Social media is a dating app. Instagram is the best dating app on the planet. Now TikTok might replace Instagram as the best dating app, just from like the number of users. Slide in Shorty DMs, follow Shorty, like her least thirsty picture. Don't like the thirsty picture. It's a trap. It's a trap. Don't like the thirsty photo. Like the least thirsty photo. And then if she follows you back and she's not the type to follow everybody back, go ahead and throw that shot up. Dating someone for almost 4 months when it's revealed that he's in the 10 years older than me, not 6. Oh, so he lied about his age. That's unfortunate. Yeah, you gotta automatically eliminate that. People start lying about their age. It's like, what are we talking about? You lying about goofy shit. If people lie about goofy shit, they'll lie about important shit. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Can you hear me well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So my question is, it's not really about dating. I don't know if I can ask. I'm from Suriname, South America.
Okay. What was your question, love?
Yes. I've been married for 9 years now.
Okay.
This August will be 9 years, and I'm 16 years in this relationship.
Nice.
And since I was married in 2017, everything changed. Like my husband is cheating, like over and over and over and over and over and over and again, and like I kept forgiving. And it was this time the last time that I got him cheating, and I see everything with my eyes. It was like a shock for me. Like everything changed. I never believe in love anymore. But me and him, we have built so much. Why I didn't want to go. Like I was like, I'm gonna lose everything. We have 2 children, 2 girls. And I was like, if I go, I never save money, nothing, because everything we did together. I gave up all my dreams for him, like, go and do your thing, because I was putting all my trust in him, because the way I met him, it was like an angel was coming on my path, because that time my mother died, my grandmother died, and I was just 18, never have someone like really that loved me, and he came like, hey, it's a savior, you know. But
Right.
now he kept doing these things why I couldn't feel for him anymore. But there was a guy, and I never wanted to do bad with a bad. Like, because someone cheat on you, you have to cheat back. That was never in my head. But I was always having an eye on someone, but I never tell him how I feel about him. I did never, because I was scared. Like,
Right.
maybe he was, and he's older than me. And I was
Right.
like, bro, what's going on my mind? And my husband shamed me public. He bring me to shame in public, because the time he cheated with that girl, everyone in that village know about it. They have screamed thing to me on when I was walking on the road, like I'm bad because I didn't do anything. And this thing is like it's eating my head. And one day this guy, I was putting something on my WhatsApp status, and this guy see it, and he already heard about it, what happened in the village, that my husband had cheated, and people are screaming things to me. And there was this time I was open with this guy. I told him everything, my problems and so. And he was always someone that is telling me like, pray for your husband, stand behind him. Maybe something spiritually is happened to him. But to me, it's like he was having a ear to listen to my problem. And that's why I was like, how much I became to like him, but I never told him like, how must I do that? Because he has a girlfriend and so, and I said, no, I won't do it. You know, I was the one like always sending an app, how are you? Like someone when I was sad, like someone to tell my story about. And that's it. But now, one day, my husband took my phone and I heard that this guy is sick. He has cancer. And I called him and I say, be strong, everything will be okay. And I sent a heart for him. And my husband mind changed immediately. Like, I have something with this guy. But I told him, the same time, I told him that when he saw this message, I told him I don't have anything for this guy. The way you treated me, one day I fell in love with him, but I never told him. And that thing is working on my husband so bad right now. Like, I'm a bad person. And I told him, you have done so much to me. You have cheated on me, have
Right.
sex with different girls.
Hold on one
Yes.
second, love. You get into the question?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the question here?
So I want to know what is, must I give up right now, because I didn't give up in like 16 years, and he's not believing me what I'm telling him. But my point is, must I take my way or still stay in this relationship or this marriage?
Do you want to be with someone who cheats on you?
I don't.
All right. Well, there's your answer. Because it sounds like he's going to continue cheating on you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know he's going to keep cheating, and you don't want to be with a cheater. So it sounds like the only option that you have left is to leave.
Yeah. Because I'm tired. I'm really tired. I don't know how to think anymore. Like giving chances and chances, and like now in this, in this relationship, it's like with like just people who are standing only for our kids.
I got you, love. But that's the
Yeah.
answer, though. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, dude. You take care.
Bye bye.
I will say you don't know how to pick them, because I can't think of a worse person to fall in love with other than somebody who just got cancer. That's probably not the best person to choose, right? Well, I wish her the best, but yeah. But yeah, if you're going to like, I have to have these conversations a lot. So it's the person's doing this, it's extremely disrespectful. Do I leave them? Okay. Well, do you want to be with someone who's doing those disrespectful things? No. Are they going to keep doing those disrespectful things? Yes. So, right? Right. You gotta leave, man. I get that it's hard to leave, right? Especially if you're married to someone or if you have been together for a very long time and have kids. I get it. But you really only have two options. The option is either just accept that this person is going to do these disrespectful things, like cheat on you. Just go ahead and accept it. A lot of women have. Just accepted that. Or you leave the situation. There is no third option. It's only those two. So you got to pick one. You got to pick one. Okay? Shout out to Cynthia Nova. Appreciate you watching, Cynthia. Been there, done that? Absolutely not. All right. I'm a dip. Sure. It's like people are at like two extremes, I find, with this relationship stuff. You got people who they leave over everything, right? You don't load the dishwasher appropriately. They're like, fuck it, I'm out. Tired talking about these dishes, right? You got people like that, and then you got other people where they can treat you horribly and you'll just stay and tough it out. You got to get in that middle ground. Okay? Don't have kids without backup financially. Right. Also, let people reveal who they are over time. Because another thing that I didn't say on that call is she's making the same mistake with the second guy than she made with the first. The first guy came in knight in shining armor. He came in very performative. Probably has some love bombing nature. Okay? She fell for it. And then his true nature was revealed over time. With this new guy, he's just playing the same role. Now, he could genuinely be a good guy. I'm not saying that he's not. I'm just saying that she seems convinced that he is off of just a few conversations. You got to stop that pattern. What's the quote? There's a quote that says, trust but verify. So if someone's showing up in a way that seems to be that they have noble character, you can trust that, but make sure it's true. And the only way to make sure it's true is enough time spent with that person. All right, who else do we have? Again, if you have a question pertaining to dating or relationships, hit the button at the bottom of the screen with the blue and pink person. Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What can I do for you?
So I need some relationship advice or something that I'm going through right now.
Okay.
So there's this dude that I've been dating for almost 5 years, right?
Is he in the room with you?
We started... Are you able to hear me?
I can, but you sound like the Yin Yang twins. This is the whisper. Why are you whispering?
Sorry, give me a second.
Okay. I was like, this ain't the 911 hotline, so I can't help you if there's...
Sorry, my sister was sleeping in the room.
Okay.
But are you able to hear me fine?
Perfect.
Basically, there's this dude I've been dating for 5 years. We started dating when we were in high school.
Okay.
And right now, we wanted to get married and everything. He already proposed, and he met my family and stuff, and our wedding is going to be in December next year, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, that's like I love him, but at the same time, I don't think I can have like a stable marriage with him. And I'm confused, like if I should go through with the marriage out of love, or if I should like, prioritize like stability.
Okay, so why do you feel like you can't have a stable marriage with him?
What's it called? He was an alcoholic. He's recovering right now, and I'm scared that he will fall into that habit. And I don't want to raise my children with an alcoholic.
Right.
And he does have a lot of criminal records, and that kind of like makes it hard for him to get a stable job.
How old are you two?
We're 23.
How long has he been clean from alcohol?
He started when he was 17 after his mother passed away.
Okay. How long has he been clean?
Almost 5 months now.
How has he stopped? What did he do to help him stop drinking?
I put him into rehab, and he's been in rehab, and now he's like going to AA meetings. And just instead of like the time like that he spent like, drinking, he'll spend it with me and my family.
Okay. Is this something that you had to force upon him, or was he like very willing?
It was something, because he was an only child, and his mom was the only person that he had. So during like this whole years, me and my family were like always trying to help him. I was the one who paid for his rehab. I had to bail him out of jail like so many times. And it's like you can't help somebody that doesn't want to be helped. And we basically like had to force him in there and help him.
That's the signal here. If you got to force them to do it, then it likely is something that is going to
But right
reoccur.
now he's actually taking it seriously, and he's like taking the recovery part seriously.
What gives you that idea?
I mean, just from what I have seen and like the way he acts, and just like in general, he says that he's serious.
What specifically have you observed that let you know that he's serious?
What I have, like, he's actually like starting to like look for stable jobs. Like the time that he was spending like bars and stuff, he would come over to my house, spend it with my like little siblings, and just like spend most of his time like around people so he doesn't feel lonely and drink.
That's not a sustainable solution.
Yeah, but it's only been 5 months, so I don't know like how it's gonna work out long term. And another thing that I'm concerned about is I have younger siblings, and my baby sister, she's 2 months old right now. And whenever he is like comes to my house, he always has like I don't know if I can say this on here, but a pew-pew on him.
Mm-hmm.
So he has like one in his car and he has one in his holster. So that's like something I'm also like concerned about.
Is he allowed to have that with his criminal record?
He can't, no.
Okay, well, you are with someone who makes poor decisions.
I know, but like at the same time, this is like the only man I've ever been with. We got together like my freshman year of high school, and we've been together ever since now. So I'm just concerned, like, I need like advice if I should go through with the marriage or not.
No.
No?
No.
Can you explain a little bit?
How do you see your future playing out with somebody? Let me ask you this. Do you want to be married to someone who has good judgment?
A good judgment? Like, what's that?
Good judgment means they make good decisions.
Yeah.
Okay. You're with someone who makes bad ones.
That's true, yeah. But like at the same time, I'm like the only person that he has in this world. He has no family, no siblings, no parents, and I just kind of feel bad if I would just abandon that.
I understand that, but understand that you are sacrificing yourself and your future because you feel bad for this person. Would you advise your sister, the young sister you told me about, would you advise her to sacrifice herself for someone who is making poor decisions?
No.
Right.
How do you think I should go about ending it?
You just gotta rip the band-aid off, love. To be honest with you.
Tell it to him straight up.
Problem is you got way too invested with someone who showed you from the very beginning they were a bad option. So now you have to go through the discomfort of and pain of ending it with the person, right? So moving forward, I give you grace because you're young. Everybody makes mistakes. We've all been in goofy scenarios, okay? But this is why you can't get too invested with people who are going to do nothing but bring problems for you to solve. His mother passed, right? I need you to understand, you now have picked up that mantle. The role that you play in his life is that of his mother.
Like, do you mean like he sees me as like a parent?
Possibly.
And not like as like a romantic relationship?
But you're not dating someone who you can really be in an equal partnership with.
I'm sorry, can you say that one more time?
You have to mute yourself because there's an echo. You're not dating someone who you can be in an equal partnership with, or someone who can, if you have like, more conservative ideals, someone that can lead you. You're doing all the leading. You're making all the good decisions. You have to sacrifice your future to clean up his mess. That money that you spent for rehab could have been better spent elsewhere. But you got to spend it on rehab. That money you spent to bail him out of jail could have been better spent elsewhere. You're stealing from your future and the future of your potential children to make up for his poor judgment. Poor judgment that will continue because poor judgment is a character trait. Character is destiny. When you can identify somebody's character, it will tell you how things will play out in the future. Because people are always going to act in alignment with their character.
Can I ask you something real quick? How do you judge someone's character and figure it out?
You look at the behavior they're engaging in and then you map that to a character trait. So if somebody's lying to you about something, okay, then this person is a liar. The person makes a lot of bad decisions, then this person has very poor judgment or doesn't think about the future, which is normally where poor judgment comes from. They don't think about how things are going to play out. They are emotional. They're reactive. They do what feels good in the moment instead of thinking of the repercussions. That's the person that you're with.
I have one more question before I leave. Do you think that he will ever change for the better and actually take responsibility?
You don't look, that's the wrong question to ask. Anyone can change, but what you want to look for is evidence of change. You want to look at trajectory, not potential. Potential means I can see you possibly doing better. Trajectory means I actively see you doing better. If he has a criminal record and he's walking around with a gun that he can't have, that's going to be, in the future, you bailing him out again for his poor judgment.
Okay, well, thank you so much, sir. Have a great day.
You do the same, love. All right. That's going to be a problem. I don't think she's going anywhere. I think, I think that they're definitely getting married, right? Definitely getting married, right? I think she's already said yes. She got on a ring pop right now. Definitely not a real ring, right? You got on a ring pop right now. My favorite flavor, strawberry. And definitely getting married. I hope that that's not the case. I hope that young lady makes the right decision. But 23? That invested? Yeah. I don't know. I'm glad to see that he's an Alcoholics Anonymous, but his current strategy is to just be up around her and the family. That ain't sustainable. because that means that he will be dependent on her. The only thing blocking him from alcohol is being around her and her family, which means if she has something else to do, the family is not available. Jack Daniels. Susie ain't here. Molly ain't here. Mike ain't here. Guess I'll talk to Jack. That's the thought process. So that is a bad story waiting to unfold. Hopefully she took heed to this advice. Alcohol is not even good. I don't know how people do it. I mean, I get it, if only child, he just has his mother in his life. Like, I understand why. People have to understand, though, everyone has a story. The worst person you've ever met, if you knew their story of how they got that way, you'll be like, aw, it all makes sense now. Like, you look at movies where they show you the villain. You're like, this is evil motherfucker. And they do like this flashback. And then you see like, oh, his mama used to give him swirlies and shit. She used to dump his head in the toilet when he didn't get A's in school. And that's why he's beating everybody the fuck up. It's okay, I get it. It's like, right. But that don't mean you got to deal with it. Everyone has the story. That person who cut you off in traffic that you were cursing out has a story, right? That person who was mean to you in high school has a story. Everyone has a reason why they're doing the fuck shit that they're doing. That doesn't mean that you have to deal with it. Having empathy for someone doesn't mean accepting their behavior. Correct. I don't think she'll leave. Too empathetic and she's young, right? It's the age that's doing it for me, Cynthia. It's that 23-year-old plus the history, and that's the only guy who she's been with, so he's imprinted on her, and now she's also suffering from, what's it called? Damn it, lost my train of thought. Sunk cost fallacy. So she's going to cling to it with more aggression considering how much she's poured into it. This is why you got to vet people at the beginning. Grace to her because she's young. I get it. But I've also heard some 40 and 50-year-olds who make the same type of decisions. So you got to learn to vet people. Look at character. Character is destiny. Character is fate. You look at somebody's character, it will tell you how things are going to play out. Not like specifically, but you'll have like a general feel on what the story is going to be. Probably her first love too. That's rough, right? Right. All right, let's bring bro up. Yo, what's going on, man? See them on Love After Lockup all the time. That's funny. I never watched that show. I've seen clips, but I don't. I told you I went to high school with a chick who got with Buddy who was locked up for 16 years. I don't know how y'all do it. What's up, brother?
Hey, quick question, man. How do I break the self-sabotaging relationships with good women?
How is it manifesting? Like, what's going on?
Things go great for 6 months, and then I find a way to just mess it up somehow.
Okay, last time this happened, how did it play out?
I mean, I got a new job in a new city, and I had to move away.
Okay. Well, how long were y'all together?
Like a year.
Okay.
The thing is, she was saying that she was willing to make it work, but I feel like I created an issue out of it, and then we reached the point of no return eventually.
Okay, I need some specifics. So, what was going through your head when you were not willing to make it work?
I think in my head I wanted it to work, but it was, I just keep returning to like a place of getting ahead of issues before they come, even though that like it's not realistic that it's gonna happen. Does that make sense?
Right. So you think that they will leave you eventually for whatever reason?
For whatever reason, yeah.
So you might as well leave them first.
Like for the girl before this one, she was a few years older than me. On paper, perfect. But the fact that she was older than me and more intentional, I found a way to mess that up, you know? So
How did you mess that one up?
by saying that I wasn't ready, even though she wasn't really applying that much pressure on me, I think it was just more, it's just self-sabotage. That's all it is, really. And I just want to break the cycle.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. And what was the excuse you leaned upon with the woman who was older than you?
Just that I wasn't ready for something so serious.
Okay. And how did you make sense of that in your head?
Well, what do you mean by that?
Like, what was the story you told yourself that convinced you that you weren't ready for something serious?
Oh, at the time I just started a company and it was failing. So I felt like financially, that was my priority, not necessarily being in a relationship. So when she met me at that time, and then she was like also just putting like serious intention, it kind of, made me create an issue that really wasn't there. I probably should have just expressed how I was feeling.
How were you feeling?
I was feeling like I needed to get my money right. So I was just like, I was just focused on that. But yeah, you're right. Someone said therapy, probably, yeah, that's a good idea.
But how were you feeling though? Like you said, you were feeling like you had to get your money right. That's not a feeling. That is a story.
How was I feeling? I just was feeling like I wasn't like worthy enough for a serious relationship at the time. And I was just making issues because she's a very understanding person, that's all it was.
Gotcha.
Yeah, insufficient. That's a good word.
And when you started dating her, though, was your intention to be in something serious?
Ultimately, that's what I want.
So you were dating her with the intention of potentially getting into a serious relationship?
Yeah, I'm past the stage of just hooking up with people. Anybody that I'm
Gotcha.
intimate with,
Okay.
It's I see that potential there.
Do you know much about attachment styles?
I've been watching your videos, so I'm learning.
Cool. Okay. So you likely have some degree of avoidant attachment. I haven't gone like deep in your past or anything, but I mean, it fits. So avoidantly attached people have a fear of intimacy or losing their independence, right? They don't want someone getting too close to them. They don't want expectations being made of them. Let's wait for them to come back. They don't want expectations to be made of them, right? So like you'll date an avoidant and they'll do things for you, they'll spend time with you, all that kind of stuff. But once it gets to the point where it looks like there's permanence, like things are going to get more serious, or you start expecting them to do things, like they'll do all the things as long as it's like from their free will. But once it becomes like, oh, now this is a responsibility, they feel a lot of anxiety. That's why I asked you how you felt. And you probably couldn't tell me how you felt because a lot of avoidantly attached people don't like to feel at all. They don't really express their emotions verbally because they don't pay attention to them. They tend to distract themselves with either work or other relationships. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah. I'm a workaholic. That's what it is.
Right. So you distract yourself because you're trying to avoid those feelings, because feelings in your household growing up weren't really rewarded or encouraged for you to share, right? So you like kind of unconsciously learned a lesson like, well, these feelings are useless, so I guess I won't feel them anymore. Okay. So I'm not going to get into no big, deep therapeutic bag. Here's practical advice. Write down a list of non-negotiables, meaning 5 or so things that you will not leave unless a person is displaying those behaviors, and make them reasonable. Not like, oh, they didn't call me one day. Make them reasonable. Okay, I will not run unless one of these behaviors is expressed. Because you're going to get to the point where things get serious and then you're going to feel anxiety and everything in your body is going to scream for you to run. The way out of that is you don't listen to it and you just do the uncomfortable thing. See, what you're doing is you're following where the comfort is. So it's like, okay, this is making me uncomfortable, so I need to follow where the comfort is. In order to get out of this cycle, you have to go to where the discomfort is. So avoidantly attached people have a tendency to they're very good at logic. So they will rationalize a reason to leave. The reason why I'm giving you this advice is it's going to prevent you from rationalizing a reason. You have that
Yeah,
list.
that's literally what I do.
Right. You have that list
Yeah.
so that rationalizing won't work in this context. Because if Shorty ain't demonstrating one of those non-negotiables, then you gotta stay. And you gotta do the uncomfortable thing. But there's no magical solution. The solution is you just have to embrace the discomfort. But here's the thing. That discomfort is not gonna last forever. Because you have a certain fear internally, which is creating the discomfort. And that fear is, one, losing your independence, but then two, that the shit is going to end anyway. You're not going to be good enough. You're going to let her down, right? So you're trying to preemptively not face that fear and cut it off. When you make a different decision and you lean into the discomfort and things work, your nervous system learns the lesson like, oh, nothing bad happened when I leaned in. When I leaned into this connection, nothing bad happened. I thought something bad would happen. So then it begins to like rewire itself, and it's like, okay, well, I guess connecting with somebody isn't that dangerous. It's not going to hurt me or anything like that. That's the first major thing that I would tell you is write that list down, limit it to like 5 things. Don't write 100 things. Limit it to like 5 things, okay, that are reasonable. And then the other thing is accept the fact that you're going to need some degree of your alone time, your own space. And communicate that early on. That don't mean that you're just now a free man in a relationship. That's not what I mean. I mean, but you do protect some type of alone time because avoidantly attached people, even if they start working on themselves, they're still going to need it. That's how they regulate and recharge their batteries and make themselves feel better. So just embrace that. You embrace that and you build it into your life. You build it into your future relationship. So you carve out time where it's like, okay, this is me time, which is communicated. Don't rip the rug from under somebody and just like be like available to them 24/7. And then as things get serious, now you magically need alone time. No, come out the gate with that type of expectation. Let them know that that's what they're signing up for. Like sometimes you're going to need some alone time. As you transition into a relationship, you guard it. Maybe like 1 day per week, you do something. Maybe for like a 2-hour block on a weekend, you do something just for you. You got to build that alone time in there. Embrace that's just how you're wired. Don't fight against that and let anybody else make you feel like you're wrong for needing that. Because it is a need. Okay? So
All right.
you do that. It's going to help. It's not going to be like a permanent fix or anything, but it is going to get you past this hump, which is my job. Like what's the problem that we're solving for? Okay, here's how we solve that problem. There are going to be future problems. That's life. Every problem you solve, another one takes its place. That's for the rest of your life, that's going to be the case. But we can at least get you that new experience of like actually leaning into a connection. So you have that reference experience and it won't be an issue moving forward. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because something that further affirms that the issues with me is like every woman I date, they get married the dude after me.
Oh, really?
You know, it's like I'm picking top quality girls to be with, but
Yeah.
I just find a way to, you know, and it's just happened like, you know, 3 times in a row.
And don't beat yourself up for that, because avoidantly attached people, they carry a lot of shame. You have some shame around the women that you probably hurt, haven't you?
Oh yeah, and then it's a cycle. Like it will break up, and then
It's a cycle that makes it worse too, brother. It's a cycle that makes you worse because that shame reinforces that belief that it's going to end anyway. Because like you start to be like, okay, well, I'm just not worthy of this, and then it reinforces that belief that the connection is just not going to work. Okay, so forgive yourself for that. Because you didn't have a map, you didn't know how to navigate this situation. It's not like your intention was to hurt anybody. You did hurt them, right? But that wasn't your intention. You just were kind of wired this way. You don't really know how to deal with it, and you're showing a lot of humility even coming on this live asking the question. So I commend you, because many avoidant people think everyone else has the issue. They think they're just fine.
I know I have an issue because I see I see the same thing in like my parents. You know, it's like I think some of these traits are definitely learned, and I've had like a crazy life. You know, so I feel like what you said about me suppressing feeling things is something I definitely do. So yeah, a lot of things to work on here.
Yeah, well, that's
So I
the first
appreciate
step.
it.
That's
Appreciate
the
it.
first step. If you want further advice, brother, you can just DM me the word coach, and we'll schedule a coaching call. But that's definitely enough to kind of get you started down this path of healing. Okay.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
No problem, brother. You take care.
All right, bye.
So we love that. We love when the avoidantly attached people come in here, because that's rare. Somebody commented on one of my anxiously attached videos, and they were like, I see a lot of videos on anxious attachment. I don't really see much on avoidance. Why do you think that is? And I was like, because they don't listen. They don't watch this shit. They'll scroll right past that video. They'll scroll right past it. Jess, you avoidant? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They'll scroll right past it. They're not trying to... It triggers that shame. It's a shame-based attachment style. Like, a lot of avoidantly attached people carry a lot of shame. They know that trail of broken hearts that is left behind them. They ain't forgot about it. That one that hurt you, they didn't mean to, and it eats them up that they did that. Because remember, for someone to be avoidant, that avoidant system doesn't activate unless they care about you, unless you're significant. They only are avoidant to people who are emotionally significant to them, people who are a threat. If you were a plaything, they would never be avoidant towards you. Them being avoidant in a weird way is showing how much they do care about you. That's why I hate like this advice on dating and relationships that's like goes viral online. Everybody reduces shit to like, if they really liked you, they would do this. And I'm like, that's not true. There's a lot of nuance. Sometimes people like you so much it scares them and they leave you alone because they like you so much. And they get with someone who they don't like that. Because at least then they can handle the connection. It doesn't awaken all of these feelings within them. Every video I make, there's a guy who's like, just get someone who likes you. That's all you gotta do. Fucking knuckleheads, man. Stupidity. I loathe it. Any more questions? Again, if you have a question pertaining to dating and relationships, you can hit the button at the bottom of the screen with the blue and pink person. I'll bring you up and I'll solve your issue. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, you can also drop a question in the chat. I will answer it there when I don't have a caller. But I love seeing somebody avoidant call in. I doubt Mimi meant to come up. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, she didn't mean to come up. Is Danny in the chat? Danny is here. Danny, you want to come up and talk about Dallas? That motherfucker is on it. Danny's on it. As soon as I said, before I can get the S out of Dallas out of my mouth, motherfucker requested. There we go, D-Money. What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's up?
Chilling.
Nice. We've got some good calls these last few evenings.
We really have, man. These have been some really good calls.
Mm-hmm.
Really good calls.
Like the good old days.
Exactly. We get better callers just in live performances in general when it's cold outside.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, everyone's out there finding reasons to call you, and they call up in the winter.
So,
You have a look. What's the look?
live visibility restriction. I think TikTok misread something that I just said.
Oh,
Anyway, so it's not like a ban or anything. It's like a 10-minute restriction. It's fine. But
okay.
yeah. So when it's people are outside right now doing the Hannah, so they out there shaking ass.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
They're playing
shaking that
CC's
ass.
playbook.
Right. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it getting cold out so we can have these things like hit 500 people like we did before. But yeah, tell them about Dallas, man. Drop it on them.
Yeah. So, we have all the spots filled. You want to do a drum roll? I'll drop the names.
Go ahead and drop the names, bro. Yeah, hit it.
Awesome. So,
Talk to them.
the winners of our raffle are Sel, Maya, Nadine, and Jess. Those are the 4 winners of our spots. They have until the 15th to drop their payment if they haven't. If they've not, we will open it back up again. If you still want to come to Dallas, you can also book a hotel where we'll be in the city, tearing it up. So don't feel like you're left out just because the Airbnb. What else? Well, raffle-wise, that's settled in. But, August 14th to the 17th, we're going to be in Dallas for the weekend. We're going to get together, meet the mods. So if y'all want to come out, you still can. No pressure. But it's going to be a good time. You're going to miss out if you skip it.
Oh,
so
all
don't
pressure.
skip it.
All pressure. So, come out. If y'all can't like stay in the Airbnb because unfortunately we got all the beds and everything booked up, but you can still get like a hotel or something like that. Come out, kick it with us, have a good time. Me and Danny are highly likely to start doing seminars next year, traveling around, and we'll keep like this meetup thing. We'll probably do 1 or 2 of these per year. Toronto is likely next.
Toronto, LA, Chicago, we got a whole list ready. We got a whole list ready for the Signal World Tour. So get your spreadsheets ready.
Exactly. So, yeah, should be a good time. We got a good group.
Yeah. If you guys need help finding a hotel, you can shoot me a DM. Bobby, you were in day 1. You didn't have to be a winner.
Bobby, you didn't need the raffle.
You need the raffle.
Exactly.
Big dog.
Exactly.
You're an honorary mod.
100%.
But yeah, if you need help finding a hotel, you could still add and DM me. I will. I can help you search for some spots depending on your budget and such.
There we go again. The dates are August 14th through the 17th. So if you're trying to pop out, pop out. Don't say you didn't know about it, nothing like that. We've been talking about this every single live for the last month? That's twice per day we've been talking about it. So if you want to come through, meet the crew, make it do what it do. All right. I appreciate you, D-Money.
Sounds good. I'm going to go find some food.
All right, brother.
Peace.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm actually low-key mad that it's so far out. Yeah, Kiana, she over here finger wagging. Y'all have had plenty of notice. I'm actually mad so far. I wish it was next month, not August. Feels so far away. Hannah, why are you laughing? You didn't know, Cynthia? You can pop out too, Cynthia. Come on to Dallas, 14th through 17th. 14th through 17th. Okay. Did we announce the names? Yeah, I think it was Maya, Jess, Nadine. I don't think Nadine is in the chat tonight. And who else? Danny? What's up, Sandra? Sale. Right. Okay. What type of women pair best with avoidant men? That's the wrong question to ask, brother. It doesn't solve your problem. You're still going to have to solve the issue of the avoidant attachment. Because think about it. It doesn't matter what women pair best with you, because the way that you are currently approaching things, once things get serious, you run regardless of the woman, right? This is something that has to be healed within you. It's not an external problem. It's an internal problem. Are you guys doing a meetup every night you're there? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't even know. I've been focused on making content and shit. I've been letting Danny handle the logistics. It's supposed to be Danny and Hannah, but Hannah, you know, hands on your knees. Hannah shaking ass. She's too busy throwing cheeks to help out with the planning. So Danny's been doing it. Okay, Sunday is our crawl meetup day. I'm joking. Hannah has been in the gym, actually. Hannah ain't been outside. I don't know if y'all follow Hannah. Y'all should be following all the mods, by the way. Hannah used to be out there throwing hella cake. Hella cake. But now she's building a bigger bakery in the gym. Hitting squats. You know, those Bulgarian split squats. Smith machine type shit. You know, 2-a-days in the gym. 2-a-days. All types of stuff. All types of stuff. So that's good. I think Cece has taken her spot. So Hannah tagged Cece in the game. Now Cece out there throwing ass with her white baby. Just a white baby in arm and shaking ass. Quite the talent, I would say. Got to multitask. You got to multitask. All right, but I'm glad to hear that the winners are excited to join. We got a really good crew coming. Good energy. If you didn't fill out the form, you weren't entered into the raffle, you got to kind of follow instructions, you know. But we'll do more of these. And we'll have different people come each time. Unless they just win my heart and I need them there every time. So we'll see how it goes. But we'll definitely do more of these. But I think Toronto is probably going to be the next one. Because me and Danny, we have Wanderlust. I've been flying places the last 3 months. I've been taking flights. Going somewhere next month and the month after that. So we trying to get out of here. We're trying to get out of here. Actually, I tagged Express. I told y'all Express be the one. Should keep it low key though. Should keep it on the lowest of keys. Express somewhere grabbing ankles right now. Right now, grabbing ankles. And she said, choo choo, all aboard the Express. Role playing and shit. I know how Express get down. Y'all know me. I read people for a living. You know what's funny? People I date sometimes, they'll think I'll read everybody else. And they're like, yeah, that's accurate. And they think they're the exception to the rule. I'm like, you know, I spend more time with you, right? I would think if I can read a stranger like that, person I spend a lot of time with also. He'll answer here. I have a question. You can just drop it in the chat and I'll verbally answer it if y'all are on Facebook or YouTube. All aboard the Express. It's like that? Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm ready for the jacuzzi, low key. I know the idea of the jacuzzi in Dallas is probably going to be better than the actual experience, given it's going to be hot as hell. But I'll take it. Okay, final questions. Anyone else want to call in? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Whoa. Damn, Sandra, I don't know if I can be able to answer that, love. That's a way too long a question. Oh, yeah. That ain't got nothing to do with me, Sandra. This is a dating and relationship Q&A. This isn't, respectfully, this isn't a charity. So I hope that your friend does find shelter, but not what I do, love. Anywho. So 100 every day? 100 what every day? It's gonna be 100 degrees every day? Ain't about a bitch. Can we bring the jacuzzi inside? That's every day. It's not gonna be at nighttime though. Probably in the 90s. 100 every day is ridiculous. I told y'all we shouldn't have went to Texas. Trying to help out fucking CC and CJ. Fuck them. We should have went somewhere else. Up north, perhaps. Up north, perhaps. Y'all are ruining my life right now. Bobby said. Bobby said, TikTok's going crazy with these fucking restrictions, though. Crazy with the restrictions. I just got hot hearing it's going to be 100 degrees. You can see the perspiration. I'm sweating a little bit. I just got hot hearing that. Okay. Well, I might, we'll pull up on you, Cynthia. I might dip a toe in the jacuzzi. We probably won't spend too much time in that. Not if it's going to be 80, I can do it. At night, I can do it if it's going to be 80. But not during the day. I don't even want to do the meetup no more. If it's going to be 100, is it me cursing? Probably. If it's going to be 100, Omni in the building. Hey, Omni. Omni, where you been at? You late. You're late for class. That crawl got to be spots immediately next to one another. 100%. 100%. I hate the heat. I hate the heat. I don't like it at all. Y'all gonna see a different side of Big Signal. Y'all gonna see a different side. There gonna be no hugs. Ain't hugging nobody 100-degree weather. So y'all meet me for the first time. Nice to meet you. Put her there. Appreciate the support. We can't be body to body. Sorry, I was at the piercing shop. What piercing did you get, Omni? What was pierced? I'm sure you know that question was coming. What was pierced, Omni? Y'all were serious about the bar crawl? Yeah. Absolutely. That's what I like about Omni, because she don't give a fuck. That's why I ask her questions in chat. She really don't care. So you got the girls done again. Okay, nice. Fantastic. I appreciate you sharing, Omni. I appreciate that visual that you have now implanted in my cerebellum. Job well done. Do we have any final questions, though? Not about Omni, just about dating and relationships. Eva's stuck on this temperature. So I would do my makeup, wear my heels to walk in 90-degree weather. What did you, Eva? It's Dallas. It's Texas. Sandy cheeks. Sandy cheeks. It's going to be hot. Water! Like a SpongeBob meme. It's going to be hot as hell. But blame CC and CJ. We're trying to be nice. Here's what you get for being nice. We tried to find somewhere that was like a halfway point for California because CC and CJ were in California. Would y'all believe after we made that compromise, both of them said, We're not coming. Can you believe it? CJ's coming, but CC isn't. I'm gonna bring me a church fan on the trip. Don't judge me if you see a big ass picture of Martin Luther King on my fan as I walk during the ball crawl. It's hot as hell out here, ain't it, Martin? I have a dream of AC. Martin, why are you making jokes? And when you getting everything pierced. Hell yeah. You need an electric fan? Probably. All right, people. Do we have any more questions? Final call for questions. I'm surprised there's. Don't forget the blog. You're supposed to be coming, Omni, so you can capture it. We were going to have Cece capture it. I said, like, who's the most boring person here? We need that person to hold the camera. And I was like, Cece. We'll have Cece do it. And then she canceled. So I'm like, everybody else lit. So it's like, You should all agree now on the AC temperature of the house. We're all black, so I'm sure there'll be a cultural element to that. No, Danny. CC, you know I love you. I'm just playing with you. You the eyeball out. You still need to try to come, CC, if you can. We still haven't gotten like confirmation from you for real. Come on through, Cynthia. You can hold the camera. CC always catching strays because I love her though. Y'all know CC's dad tried to fight me. CC's father tried to throw hands with me. All I did was ask his wife what she cooking. That's all I asked. I said, hey, what you cooking? He said, wait one damn minute. She's married. Okay, what is this married woman cooking? What's the married woman cooking tonight? That's all I want to know. What we got going on? Said being curious got you yelled at. Pops turned up on me. Mr. CC. Mr. Buddy popped in the frame. I don't know if he came out of a vent. He was upside down like Spider-Man. I was like, where'd you come from? Anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is. I can't blame them. We just lost hella viewers on Facebook because I'm not answering questions right now. He said, find you something safe to play with. Right. What you cooking, lady? Huh? What night was that I need to watch? That wasn't on my live. That was on, I think, whose live were we on? Was it Danny's? I think it was Danny's. My mouth does get me into trouble. It is true. All my life. But it also gets me out of trouble a lot. So there's that. Pros and cons. How to become less guarded with someone you're finally starting to feel safe with. You just have to progressively lean into that. So display more vulnerability, like lean into vulnerability, but like take baby steps. Take baby steps. So you got to lean into the discomfort. That's the trick of life. If you can make yourself comfortable with being uncomfortable, life itself would unlock for you. Most of people's problems is they just cannot tolerate tension. Just do the scary thing. Do the uncomfortable thing in your relationship and in life in general. I'm a mod in Danny's chat. I be blocking folk. I'll be blocking the women who are very attractive in Danny's chat because Danny doesn't deserve that. Big signal. So before Danny can see them, I'll block them. And he's like, "Why'd you block that person?" I'm like, "Matchmaking." They were here for matchmaking. Yeah, but she looked American. She wasn't, though. She wasn't American. You sure? Yep. Positive. Positive, Dandito. But I'm going to DM her real quick just to make sure. I'll be back. You got to have a strategy, people. You got to have a strategy. And you got to keep an eye on the ops. I haven't been blocked. Only certain people get a pass, you know? Certain people get a pass. You ain't gotta worry about that. You know what we have. What we have is special. You ain't gotta worry about that. Okay? Going to turn his live notifications on real quick. All right. Danny's live be lit. I'll be joining that bitch just to get like more people in there. All right, someone else who will remain unnamed. What are you talking about, Kiana? What y'all over there snickering about? I don't like this. I don't even know how you became a mod before a lot of us. Oh, Superwoman also was a mod. Yeah, Danny be loud sometime. He'll come through. But yeah, Supergirl also was a mod. Not anymore, though, unfortunately. But you know how that goes. Cynthia, sometimes when I am done answering questions, I'll just shoot the shit with the chat. That's what's happening right now. Yeah. Kiana, I don't know. Some people probably like know what I'm talking about, and other people are like, who's Superwoman? Yeah, who gives a fuck? I don't care. Omni, you're cheating on me already? That's crazy. In my face? And with my mans? Outrageous. I'm taking my piercings back. Is she okay? She was in all the lives. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, Ani. Couldn't possibly tell you. Omni, you being a little too friendly. You can't be friendly and thick. You gotta pick one. Can't be friendly and be cheeked up. Either lose that ass or lose the hello. You gotta pick. You gotta pick. All right, serious. Final questions. Final questions. Huh? Oh? No questions? None? All right. Well, if you're new here, make sure to follow. I'll go live twice a day. I'll be live again tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern time. What else? If you want coaching, if you want clarity on your situation, and you want a step-by-step roadmap so you know exactly what to do next in your romantic situation, DM me the word coach, and I will tell you how to purchase your 1-hour coaching call. If you're anxiously attached, link in bio for the best 4 tips I give to anxious attachers. It's a YouTube video. It is a master class for anxious attachers. It will help you. And if you ever miss one of these lives, I stream them on YouTube. Go subscribe there. Smash that like button and get caught up, okay? Appreciate the mods. Appreciate the chat. I will see you all tomorrow.